Hey everybody. I'll wait for some people to come in here, but something strange is going on. You may have heard the video that I did the other day with Felicia Lockhart on Headlines with a Voice. And during that I was saying that I was here at my daughter's place in Seattle, Washington, where there is a location that has the largest murder of crows in the country, maybe even on Earth. That literally has hundreds of thousands of crows. Well, I don't know whether you can see behind me, but you can certainly hear. Everything, every tree is filled. I mean, look at this. Just try to look at them. They're everywhere. I mean, thousands of them. Hey, good to see you, James. Yeah, this is nuts here. This is not their normal pattern. They usually just migrate and fly over us in this like freeway of a line. But they are everywhere. Look, I mean, everywhere. And as far as you can see on top of the buildings over there, even the trees a mile away. I mean, massive amount. Look, the roof. I don't know whether you can see, just dotted. Look, the roof, every single roof. They are everywhere. Nobody here has ever seen this before. They've seen them migrate over top, but they've never seen them like this. I mean, this is like straight out of the movie Birds. Hitchcock, The Birds. Let's see if I can give you some better views. But it's kind of crazy that I made a movie called A Murder of Crows, and here I am amongst the largest murder of crows on Earth. And I wish you could really truly see, but as far back as those trees, let me see if I can line this up and give you a better look. All those trees, all the way back there, you can't see them, but the trees, they're filled to the top, everywhere. You can see them all over the snow here, all over around here by the pool. I mean, they're scattering because I'm here from where I'm at. Oh, there you go. That's a good shot on the roof, completely covering the roof. I mean, just, it looks like leaves in the trees. There's so many of them. There's got to be something going on, or they're trying to tell us something. But whatever the case, I just wanted to take this opportunity to show you that there's some weird stuff going on. And they all scream at the same time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Never seen anything like this before. I told you that they have a freeway, like as far as you can see back there in the sky, you would see this line, and they go for hours and hours and hours, and they never stop. There's hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of them. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Never seen this many birds in a single location. And I mean, they're everywhere and miles deep. Not just right here. They're miles deep into those trees all over the place. So, good to see you, Swim Cat. Earthquake coming? Where are you? Washington State. Yes, I'm in Seattle. Actually, a little north of Seattle in a place called Bothell, at my daughter's place. Oh, look, here they all go. Look at this. Look at this. Crazy. Wow. Wow, holy shit. Incredible. They're not leaving. They just moved to another location right there. But they're still filled here, so... Oh, wait. Let me see if I can get that right there. I don't know whether you can see them. Doesn't look like on this phone that I can see them, but... Just wanted to give you that update. And give you a little bit of visibility to craziness that's going on in the world. All the animals going in circles, insects. I've seen it. I saw... insects going in circles, not online, here. And well, there you go. That tree's still quite full. Can you see how many of them are in there? Give a count. Oh, how about on the roof? There you are. Wow. So, buckle up, Buttercup. Something's coming. I love you very much. I'm going to be preparing a live show, also some guests, and doing the In the Street.
Hey, Shalom Akim. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. It was in the gospel, bro. Lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Real quick, this is a lesson. This is a update and prophecy or omen, so to speak. You have what they call a murder, which is a group of crows that come together, as you see in this video. Now, I was looking at some of the comments, and the guy left. It says, this is his page, Willing Witness. It says, I chatted with with a member of a team that studies this murder. It says, it does not happen at this location and is a very rare change of pattern. This is one of the largest murders in North America and has been studied for a decade. This is way out of character according to the people working on the study. Now, you gotta ask yourself this. In some folklore, some legends, or some cultures, crows represents goodness, health, and prosperity. But in other cultures, they represent death and omens, okay? Have a lot of crows or ravens because they're scavengers. A lot of times that represents that something big is coming or death is imminent, you see? So with that being said, man, if I was this guy, I'd be worried because you're in that location. Not sure if he lives there or not, but you said those were mouths of crows just caulking and so forth, man. You probably in big trouble, my man, you know, on a smaller scale. But on a large scale, this is the Lord signaling the animals, man, because lately there have been animals walking in circles. If you brothers have seen videos on those things, they have been walking in circles around particular objects. And you know in the scriptures that we what they call circumvented or circled the walls of Jericho 7 times before it radically fell. All right, and that represents Babylon coming down, okay, and the ark being built. Because remember, when Noah built the ark, he put every animal in there 2 by 2 of its kind, okay, to get on the ark. So because the Most High was getting ready to destroy the human population on earth. All right, so now the spiritual ark is being built through the men you see on the highways and the byways, and the Most High is giving us the signs that these things are getting ready to manifest and something big is coming to Babylon the Great. So, you know, I speak as a man when I say this, but I'm believing that this is a dark omen that's coming to Babylon, because the scriptures go into how the fowls of the air will eat the dead carcasses of the flesh and captains and rulers of this world. Okay, those particular fowls like ravens, crows, they eat dead carcasses, man, hawks and so forth. And if you look at the cloaks they wear, they're black, which black represents death in many ways. So mass judgment is getting ready to come into America. And one day, brothers, and a few sisters that watch the videos that believe, one day we gonna wake up, and I keep saying this, it's gonna be a total different America. Okay, they're talking about economic depression. They're talking about the CBDC. I mean, it's to the point lawlessness is abound and people's love is waxing cold. I mean, people are literally losing their minds out here, man. Once friends becoming foes, you know, man, and the truth for bugging out, going left. There's all types of shit happening, man, and the scriptures prophesied it. Okay, so hey, brothers, keep your eyes open, keep your eyes glued on the prophecies, you know, and continue to, you know, defend the gospel. Because we got the likes of Vocab Malone, we got the likes of this guy, what's this guy's name, Tazariak, that's coming with this left wayward doctrine to try to debunk what we're saying. But ultimately, they're just mere distractions compared to what's really going on in the world. Okay, because we've done a lot of lessons on Vocab Malone, but he's like the topic of the week all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point, it's like I'm sick of hearing about this guy. I'm sick of this dude, man. We've cut him so many times to the point we ain't got to prove a damn thing to him. But, you know, as defenders of this gospel, you know, he keeps coming with the rhetoric. We're going to continue to shut it down. But quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing about this guy, man. Tazariak, we know these men are not going to get it, you know, so the Most High is going to bring judgment on them, okay? But ultimately, we must defend the gospel and we must push prophecy, all right? So this is another comment. It says, I live in South and the Raven/Crows have been going nuts the last 3 weeks. And peep this, I want to say last what was it, like last summer, almost probably towards the fall. I was down in what they call the river market. I believe I still have the video wanted in my phone, but I'm not going to pull it up. But it was a similar situation. Okay, birds were flying all over the place. I don't believe they were crows or ravens or anything like that, but they were just mere birds, and they was literally flying from power lines to tree to tree to tree. And it was, I want to say, over 200-300 birds, man. They were just all around the downtown area of Kansas City. And I actually caught it on video because I was down there. Because from time to time, you know, I go down there to look at the sunset and just kind of, you know, just kind of get in a nostalgic type mood and just go down there and clear my mind. And I'll go to the park and I'll look at the sunset. And there was a lot of birds out there, man. And I was like, wow, you know, and I felt through the spirit that was an omen. But a year later, here we go. Animals and birds and so forth, fish washing up on the shores. You know, crabs are coming up dead. Sheep's walking backwards, man, around, man, it's crazy. But this is the power of the Lord, because he said that these things were going to commence. Okay, so those of you that had ears, let them hear. Okay, but it says, we also have a service dog that really barks, except when to alert. It says the last three or four, I'm assuming she meant days, she's been going nuts outside, barking aggressively at something that I cannot see. Okay, because the spirit world is very active. My next video is going to show just that. It says, I believe these animals sense pure evil that's headed our way. Okay, and she go know that Jesus nonsense. The Lord's name is not Jesus, you know. But regardless, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to do something big on the planet Earth. All right. So this is the book of Job 12:7. It says, but ask now the beast that they should teach thee, and the fowls of the air they shall tell thee. Okay, and ravens and crows and so forth are considered fowls of the air. Okay, birds of the air. And what are they telling us? They're telling us about omen, impending danger. Okay, while our people are taking a blind eye to this, they're not taking it serious. They're not taking heed to the signs. They like, well, you know, I just want to live out my life until I can't anymore. You got to pay attention to these signs, man, because this is the ultimate wake-up call for the hopeful elect. Now, if you're not of the elect, then you're not going to take heed to it. You're going to continue to live life as it is. Basically, you're a blue pillar. Like what Morpheus tell Neo in the Matrix, he said, you take the red pill, he said, I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. You know, he said, you stay in la la land. You know what I'm saying? Meaning fantasy land, meaning you can do certain things. But he said, you take the blue pill, he said, you believe what you want to believe and you'll wake up and things will be as they was. Okay, like the scriptures say, scoffers coming in their own lust because things continue from the beginning as they were. You see? But he said, you stay, he said, hey, you wake up and things are, you believe what you want to believe until you're destroyed. So we don't have an ear to hear and a spirit to receive these things, then it's just not for you. Continue to live your life until the Most High brings your reality to fruition. But us on this side, we're going to do the best we can to warn you of these things because something big is getting ready to come. You can feel it. 2023 is going to be a very, very diverse year. Okay, 2022 was a hell of a freaking year, man. The New Year's Eve show, shit, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. You know, we got a lot to talk about. Lord's will, we get to do the New Year's Eve destruction show, which is a tradition that we've been doing for quite some time. But it's getting ready to get bad, man. And once again, it says, and the fowls of the air, they shall tell thee, all right, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee, okay, because fishes are washing up on the shore, okay, they're dying by the truckloads, by the hundreds of thousands. Every year, January 1st, or the beginning of the year, you always had some form of waterfowl or some type of water creature that were washing up on the shores every year. Okay, because the Lord is speaking, man. He's speaking through nature and through his men. All right. And it says here, who knoweth not all these things that the hand of Yahweh have wrought this? So, hey, what he's speaking about, this is the hand of the Heavenly Father, because he's speaking to the particular creatures and showing them like, look, all hell's getting ready to break loose. You know, repent, get your mind right, believe the gospel, call on the name of Yahweh Shai, return it to him, and he will return it to you. Change your ways, come from out of Babylon. Give it up, man. We don't have too much longer left, what you're going to hold on to. Okay? And it reads here, and it says, in who hands of the soul of every living thing in the breath of all mankind. It says, do they not ear try words, and the mouth tasteth meat? Okay? Because the scriptures, man, the doctrine, the meat, man. Okay? The ear try the words, because the scriptures say that the word of the Lord is purified 7 times. Okay? It says, with the ancient is wisdom and in length of days of understanding, but with him is wisdom and strength, and he have counsel and understanding, man, okay? And that's the point. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is using the counsels of the earth, the angelic forces, to bring about these particular signs. All right, and hey, Yahweh Shai, man, he's close. You can feel it. Something different is getting ready to happen, because brothers are at their breaking points. They're dealing with trials and tribulations. And it's to the point, all right, Lord, we need a hand, man. We need a hand, because, you know, hey, we don't get your hand. we don't want to drop the ball. But the Most High is getting ready to intervene in our lives directly, and he's getting ready to show us things, and we're getting ready to come up on a level, brothers. And this is the reason why Satan is attacking brothers hard, man. And if you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, then Satan will get you up out of this thing, man. Okay, you got to stay steadfast to what you've been taught and what you've learned, and hold on, man, because the road is getting ready to get bumpy. All right. Next precept. This is the book of Job 35, and I'm gonna start at verses 8-9. It says, by reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry. Okay, who is the oppressed? Us. We're crying out daily for justice to be served on our people from the so-called white man, man. We're asking the Lord to bring this devil down, bring Babylon down. Hopefully next year be the year, you know, hastening in day. Asking the Lord to avenge us on our enemies, the people that's both just hurting and degradation to our lives, man, in the form of this wicked captivity, this system. Okay, because this system is responsible for Jake being in the condition that they're in. But Jake want to embrace this system. You see? And it says, they cry out by reason of the arm of the Almighty. But none said, where is my power, my maker, who giveth songs in night, who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the fowls of heaven? Okay, because, hey, the animals, they know. Okay, they have what they call instinct. They go off, they're more in tune and receptive to what's going on in the fourth dimension. Okay, because animals, they don't go off, they don't sin, they don't transgress any laws. Okay, now animals are out of order and they are kind of bugged out because the rulership of the earth. Okay, this man's spraying chemtrails and dynamite and putting plastics in the sea, and you know, all the chemicals in the air. Yeah, the birds are literally bugging out, man. Okay, because at this time the birds used to fly south, but now you got regular domestic birds in the city still out here, man. Like right now, I'm looking at this power pole. Birds should have been flew south. They're on top of this damn power pole right here trying to get warm because they're confused, man. Okay, which shows you that the ruler of this earth, he has to be brought down, because it's nothing but a cesspool of wickedness, you know. And it says, who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the fowls of heaven? But there they cry, but none giveth answer, because the pride of evil men. Okay, and who's the evil men? Esau, Edom. You see, because he's the devil that the Bible talks about. But our people, they don't believe in that. They feel like, oh, well, the white man is okay because he gives me a job. He's okay because he's on a suit and tie. He's okay because he's passive aggressive. He's passive aggressive. But it's going to come a time that this man is going to show his horns to you, Jakes, man. He's going to show his horns, and then you're going to see exactly what the scriptures was talking about. Because the scriptures say, though he humbled himself, take heed of him, and knowing that his wickedness have not been wiped away altogether. Because he's just itching to get his hands into you, Jakes, man. And you women, he's totally weaponized you against your men. And you women have been the primary tool that Esau has used to destroy the Israelite man. And you women, you fall for it all the time. You don't care because you're getting the bag, or you're getting the goodies off Esau. You don't care about your nation. You know, but when he stopped giving you those goodies, that's when you're going to try to turn back to the right side. And that's when those blinders are going to come off. But in your situation, majority of you are not going to be able to come back to the men of your nation because you've done too much treachery, man. And that's just the reality. That's in the scriptures. But other than that, man, hey, this is the book of Luke 21 and 22. It says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe to them that are with child, and them that give suck in those days. For there should be great distress in the land, and wrath upon his people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and should be led away captive into all nations, which this happened already. And Jerusalem should be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Let you know that we ain't in our land, that Gentiles are in our land, a bunch of heathen. All right, because we're in a time of the Gentiles being fulfilled. And there should be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity the sea and waves roaring, man. Okay, and men's hearts fell in them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, and the powers of heaven should be shaken. And we're getting ready to go through this thing, man. Okay, Jacob's trouble is literally right at our doorstep any day now. Okay, going into perplexity, it goes into the state of one who's in perplexity. It's a little bit more in thorough. It says confusion, complexity, bewilderment, puzzlement, bafflement. This guy was baffled by that, man. He's like, oh shit, I've never seen this before. People in the comment board, they're baffled by it, man. Quandary, bamboozlement, discombobulation, disconcertment, complication, problem, difficulty, dilemma, puzzle. All right. Now let me try the NLT version and see what it says here. I finally got my NLT version, brothers. I'm excited. NLT, there we go. That's a beautiful translation in some aspects of it. Let's see what it says here. It says, and there should be strange signs in the sun and moon, and here on the earth the nation will be in turmoil. Look at the war in Ukraine. Okay, look at what's happening in China, man. Look at the uprise because of the COVID lockdowns. These people are losing it. Perplexed by the roaring seas and strange tides, man. I mean, inclement weather. All right, people will be terrified at what they see coming upon the earth, for the powers in heavens will be shaken. You know. But anyway, brothers, man, I'm going to just end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.